We'll talk about the tiger and the monkey next time.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Baba Booey.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Saltydkdan. Okay, so don't ask me how I got this to happen. It's kind of a blur. But this right here is Boogie. Judging by my audience, you might know him as the guy that played T-Bo on iCarly. And I somehow convinced him to come onto my stream and hang out while I speedrun iCarly for the Wii. The following are some highlights from the absolute insanity that was that stream. Hope you enjoy.
So today I got with me Boogie. Say hello. Boogie. Yeah, what up? What up? He actually played T-Bo on iCarly.
Indeed.
Indeed. And I somehow managed to get him on stream with me while I speedrun the iCarly video game.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And we're off. All right. I want to ask, how did you get into acting initially?
When I went to Hollywood, I wasn't trying to be an actor. 1989, this show premiered called Arsenio Hall Show. Late night talk just looked a certain way. It was just kind of very, it was just white guys doing it. All of a sudden, this guy pops out named Arsenio Hall. He had everybody on. And the cool thing about him having them on is he was coming from a different perspective. His band sounded different, you know? He had a section of the audience called the Dog Pound. He had a chant that everybody waved their fists in the air and went woo, 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 like that was his thing. And it was like a hot show. So when I saw this for the first time, that's that moment, Salty, when I was like, ooh, I want to do that. So everything from that moment was to try to be the next king of late night talk. So when I got to Hollywood, so yeah, I was willing to do whatever I needed to do to get to that platform. My first job on TV was on an MTV show called The Wade Robson Project. It was a dance show on MTV. I was hosting something. So now I gotta prove that I can act. But the hosting, that was the coolest thing to me, because remember, I came out here to be Arsenio Hall. Still at this time, there's no black guys hosting any late night shows. Even right now, Salt, think about it. There's 3 guys named Jimmy.
Yes,
James.
seriously. You started on this dance show. Like, that was like your big thing for the longest time, right?
That's why my name is Boogie, bro. And people didn't just call me Boogie because I'm cold. I can, dance? That's what I do. I think a lot of people think that iCarly was like the only thing that I did. You'll never catch me with like a bandana and some random orange shirt on. Ever. Man, look at this dude out here with the bandana on. We know you from the show, homeboy. We know. Like, you know. Before I got to Hollywood, I was already throwing events. And I rocked this party in Hollywood. It was the first time that I had ever picked up the microphone in Hollywood. Nobody was on the microphone as an MC, like really getting the party started. So when I was able to do that in Hollywood, it was different than in Ohio. Because now,
I'd assume,
when I look over to the right, oh, that's Justin Timberlake. That's Alpha. So now I'm saying that on the microphone. Big shouts out to Justin Timberlake. I see you, brother. Jessica, hey, listen, me and you. So now the people that are throwing the party are going, oh shit. Now I became that guy. I'm doing everybody's party. I'm excited. Because I'm doing the parties at night at the club, but during the day I'm on this set and I'm the host of this show. You know, it's like, oh, I'm in Hollywood. Salty, I remember when I would wake up every day, and the first thing that would happen was a smile would come to my face, because I would remember, man, I'm in Hollywood. I'm feeling myself, so to say.
Yeah, you're probably thriving in that moment.
Oh, thriving? Oh my God. The sun shines a little brighter in Hollywood. It's like that, fam. But it's not hotter. It's a perfect temperature all the time. You know what I mean? When I first get to LA, before I go to any casting, I get this TV show.
How did that happen?
I'm gonna tell you something real funny. So back in the day, MTV did a contest called Want to Be a VJ. This was when MTV was everything. Nothing moved without MTV. I mean, they had the MTV Movie Awards, MTV Video Music Awards. I mean, MTV was it was bigger than the Grammys. So this was the shit. You know what I mean? This was the shit. So now they're telling the country, we're looking for the next VJ. The MTV used to go on spring break, and it was like the big thing. MTV spring break. People would go to spring break, and they would make their plans to go to spring break based upon where MTV was going to be.
Yeah,
when MTV's telling people we're going to do a contest and let people, you know, be the VJ, everybody shows up, including your boy, right here. You know, my ass is there.
So how did that end up going?
I go in, do my audition. I don't get it. So I don't get it. No problem. I go back and I keep doing my thing. See, I wasn't really worried about it. You know why?
Why?
Ever heard that phrase, fake it till you make it?
Oh my God, yeah, that's me literally all the time, every day.
Oh boy, that was me. That was me too. I was taking it in a time where nobody could just pull out their phone and pull up an Instagram and say, "You're lying. That's not you." You know, this was that time. Ohio State spring break was always a week after MTV spring break. But whenever Ohio State would go on spring break, say like MTV was doing Cancun, Ohio State, we would go, all my boys and me, we'd go to Cancun. And what I would do is I would go up to the club and go, "Hey, how you doing? I'm Bobby Bowman, MTV. Let's have a microphone." They would go, "MTV was here last week." And I go, "Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But obviously we know that students are still going to be coming, and we obviously want to have a presence here." They'd go, "Oh, okay." And they would give me the microphone and I would go in. Now they're watching me to make sure, like, who is this dude? So once they give me the microphone, you know, "All right, Cancun, Bobby Bowman, MTV, y'all ready to get this party?" Now they're like, "Oh, okay, this guy is MTV, right?" So now I got all the spring break thinking I'm with MTV. Boy, I'm rocking with it too. I mean, I've got laminates made with my face on it. I went there prepared. Salty, I went there prepared, okay?
Yeah.
Now, if you've ever been to Cancun, they've got clubs. So this club was so big, it was creepy looking. It was so big, it was creepy looking. So when I come into this club, I look way up at the top, and I mean, I'm talking like 100 feet in the air, there's some girl up there dancing. And now in my mind, because now after the first day when I told everybody that I was with MTV, because so you gotta understand, I didn't just go to one club that first night. No. I went to the first club, I rocked it for about a half hour, and then I gave them the microphone back. And then I left and went to the other club next door, because now when I walk out of that club and they just saw what I did next door, bro, they're waving their hand. Come on in here, bro. Come on in here. They handed me the mic. Oh my Coco Bongo. So now by day 2, Salty, people see me coming. These guys are pushing people back. They're opening the ropes. I'm still a block away. They're waving at me. Come in here. Oh, I get in this Coco Bongo place and I see this girl dancing way up there, and in my mind I go, I gotta get up there. I need to get up there.
The higher up you are, the more powerful you are.
There you go. There you get it. So I get all the way to the top and I laid that place out, Salty. So I'm already acting like I'm with MTV. So the next year, MTV does it again. I go and they do it in St. Louis. I don't get the job. They pick somebody else. No problem. I'm still fronting like I'm Bobby Bowman MTV.
So,
I don't care.
To clarify to everybody who might be joining, you are not with MTV at that point.
No!
You just showed up. You showed up.
Verify this.
You showed up, and people were just like, "Hey, who are you?" And you're like, "I'm from MTV," and they just are like, "Oh, okay." Hand you the mic. You just go and you do your thing.
I think part of it was who was gonna say that.
Like, yeah, who's gonna go into a club and just be like, "I'm from MTV"?
Club, Salty fucking club. Who's gonna go to another country and say that? Another country, bro.
And like, there's no way that they can prove you wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I know that when I pick up that mic, it's a wrap.
Everybody in chat was saying it. Got a new personal best on that run.
I saw that. I saw you.
we're gonna continue it. We're gonna continue on that roll.
Next time we talk, Salt, I have to tell you about the time when I went and got a tiger. Bought a tiger.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. It's too much.
Wait a second. Boogie, wait. You can't just come into my stream and be like, tell all these amazing stories, and then just, oh, I don't know, happen to leave out the fact that you owned a tiger at one point.
So you know what I'm doing? I'm giving you content, bro. I'm teasing them. That way when we reconvene, they're like, hey, no, that's the fucking guy about the tiger now. You know what I mean? I'm giving you teasers for next time. So we'll talk about the tiger and the monkey next time. So,
and the monkey, wait, hold up. You got like a whole zoo?
Tiger, the monkey, and the 2 Great Danes while I was driving a Hummer. We'll talk about that next time, bro.
I like how the Hummer was included. The Hummer was included as a part of that preview.
Was why I decided to get the tiger and the monkey, because in my mind, you know what it's going to look like when I jump out this fucking truck with those 2 big black Great Danes, followed by a tiger, while holding a monkey on my arm that's wearing a diaper. I already saw it in my mind. We'll talk about that next time.
Okay, if like just leave it ambiguous, I guess.
The game is kind of cool, man.
Is it? You think it is? It definitely exists.
So I get the Hollywood. Since I've visited so many times, I already know that they don't have anybody that, 1, does what I do. 2, I already know the clubs that I can get into. I can talk to anybody. That's my gift. I don't have a problem striking up conversation, as you see now. So I hit the dance floor. And as soon as I start gigging, everybody's dancing, then all of a sudden the circle opens and I start rocking, and I'm looking at this one, I'm looking at that one. All of a sudden somebody taps me on my shoulder. And I'm like, oh man, is this guy gonna tell me like something like, oh, we don't dance in circles out here? So like, what is he? I'm thinking he's gonna hate on me. When I turn around and look over my shoulder, he turns around and walks away again. I'm like, what the fuck's with this guy with the walking away? Like, what am I supposed to follow this guy? This guy's walking forever. And I'm like, where are we going? Is this guy throwing me out of the club? Like, what are we doing?
What's going on at that point?
What's going on? Like, and then he pulls this microphone out of his back pocket. Oh, bro. I was like, Hollywood, California, welcome to the world famous Garden of Eden. Rocking alongside the legend. This is DJ AM. This is a Sock Song production. I am the voice of the city. They call me Boogie. Chibba, 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 California love burning. California. He turns the music down. The whole club knows how to party. This wasn't happening before. So I do it for about 10 minutes, Salty. Then I walk over to him. I hand him the microphone back. And I was like, hey, man, I appreciate that. He's like, wait, you're done? You're done? You're done? I got your ass. See what I just did, Salty? I got your ass.
He just baited him into it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, you want me to do more?
Once I take that type of energy away, now it's back to just the music, and the music might as well just be an instrumental. Guy walks up to me. He goes, you weren't here the last time I was here, were you? I was like, nah, and I stick my hand out to go shake his hand, and he turns around and walks away. So now I'm like, this must be a LA thing. Like, who just turns around and walks away like that, right? And this guy just did it too. The suck guy did it 3 times, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. This guy can't ruin my high, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to get in the VIP in Hollywood, you know what I mean?
Oh,
so
yeah, I bet.
So as I'm getting ready to walk right into the VIP, the same guy that just walks away comes back to me. And I'm like, what is this guy's problem? He sticks a card out, goes, call me Monday. I take his card, I flip it over. It says, Danny Villa, MTV casting.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Wait, so, okay, just as a recap, you went around pretending that you were part of MTV for the longest time, and then out of nowhere, just by playing the right chords, somebody from MTV gives you the card?
Don't ever let anybody tell you what the fuck you cannot do.
This is great.
Pull my phone out of my pocket. The first call I make is to my mama.
Oh,
when she answered the phone, it was like, Mama, you ain't gonna believe this. You ain't gonna believe this. It was like that, bro. It was that moment. I went and met with MTV that Monday and did what they call a general reading. From that general reading, they were like, dude, where have you been? Because they couldn't believe I could read like that off the teleprompter. And I just freaked out because it was like, now I'm gonna be on MTV. So yeah, my story, my Hollywood story, it's taken so many turns, and you know, from the dance community, creative direction, you know, Nickelodeon was probably the one thing that I'm most known for sure. You know,
but you definitely had a huge journey. But yeah, I wanted to ask Boogie, like, how did iCarly end up happening for you?
You're trying to work.
Yeah.
So daily you're going on these auditions. So now once they book you, you go to wardrobe. Here's the funny thing about that. When I go to these auditions, when you go to auditions, you kind of want to look fly. So my style was actually character style. So they liked how I was dressed, so they were like, ooh, yeah.
It just coincidentally, it just worked.
It just worked. So you have to now think, if I wore bandanas all the time on my hair because I danced and I didn't want my hair in my face. Well, here's the trip part about that. I had to stop wearing bandanas because then it would look like I was just out in character.
Oh my God.
I mean, I don't wear orange shirts to this day. I didn't wear, you know what I mean?
No, I totally know what you mean. Wait, chat. Can we get an F in chat for Boogie's like really nice wardrobe that he probably just can't wear anymore?
When I got the job, that was just a one-off. It was only supposed to be that one time. Of course, I knew I wasn't gonna have a bunch of lines. I knew this. If somebody gives you an opportunity, it doesn't matter how many lines you have, better show the fuck out. So I was gonna have to make faces, I was gonna have to pause, it was gonna have to be timing, I was gonna have to utilize more than just my words to make an impact in this scene. A couple weeks later, my agent called and was like, hey, you know, Nickelodeon reached back out, they want to bring you back in for another one. I'm like, okay. So for years, bro, for like 2 years, this was just a weekly booking for me. The most memorable thing for me about that show had to be I Meet the First Lady.
Wait, is she later?
Close it!
And I actually, in that episode, I wasn't in that episode, Salty.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't booked to work that next week. And I remember I came up to Dan and I was like, bro, first black president ever? His wife is gonna be here and you don't have the only black guy on the show on that episode? And he just started laughing. He goes, oh shit, huh? I go, man. He goes, you want to be on it? I go, man, do you think I should be on it? He was like, yeah, you're right. So we kind of laughed about it, you know.
Listen,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. If you had to guilt the guy into getting you into an episode, then you do it.
Right. So if I gotta look at you in your eyes and go, really, bro? Really, bro? You don't have me, the black guy, me. If I gotta do that, okay.
What have you been up to lately? Like what's been going on with you lately?
I'm striving to be like you, Salty. I see you over here sitting humbly with your 20,000+ fans. And I see you over here humble brag. Big shouts out to the dude, Saltydkdan. Stop playing with me.
Oh my God, come on, man.
Make sure you guys sub to my guy, Salty. I'm gonna tell you why you need to sub to Salty right now. That show ended almost a decade ago. You guys can search and scour the internet, and I'll give you guys $1,000 if you can find another interview that I've ever done like this. If you can't say that, then I need you to subscribe to Saltydkdan right now. This is official content. What you mean? What you talking about, Salt? Think about everything I just told you. How I got to where I got to. I wasn't acting like I didn't know I was good, wasn't good at what I knew I was. I walked into Mexico and said, do you have a microphone? I don't speak Spanish. What?
I didn't mention it earlier, but hey, personal best, everybody. Got even lower this time. You know, maybe next time I might actually get this. All right, well, we'll see you later, Boogie.
Take care now, brother.
Oh, holy shit. That was really loud. Fuck. Well, this is off to a horrible start. All right, hi everybody. There we go. Bruh. There we go. Stupid fucking sound effect. God damn it, it's so loud too.